I'm David. I want to introduce everyone to Farouk, who's one of our clients. Farouk, do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself and what your experience is in property investment is and how many properties you have? A little bit about your background, that'd be awesome.
I started investing back in the late 90s, I think it was, when I bought a couple of properties in London.
Lovely.
Which were great, and it worked really well. Within the space of like 2 years, I went from having 2 to like 21 properties. Back in 2015, you'll probably remember our good friend George Osborne decided he was going to change the tax element of it and get rid of the mortgage interest relief and also the wear and tear allowances, etc.
Yeah.
And I suddenly went from a short, within the space of 2-3 years, from having quite a healthy portfolio where we were making good money on it, to actually it was costing me money. And that just, at that point, I realized I needed to do something. Fortunately, I found you guys after a couple of years of really trying hard with other agents and other people like yourselves who just weren't getting anywhere with it and didn't progress it. So when I found you guys, it was like a godsend, really, because you actually did what you said.
With all the properties in your portfolio, what was your objective or your questions, your thoughts at the time when you contacted us about what you wanted to do going forwards with your portfolio?
I wanted to actually just dispose of the portfolio, and I'd been trying to do that for the last 2 years previous to that. And as I said, had very little success with it. And I was trying to get rid of it in its entirety in one go, I suppose, and that was proving really difficult. So although I did sell the odd one here and there, which was great, it was only when I spoke to Ian and you guys took it on board. You sold, I think, 5-6 properties within 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
a couple of weeks of taking them on, and that was mate, that was brilliant. You actually did what you said you would do. And no one had done that up to that point.
Well, that's good for us to hear. So what was your experience overall from when you contacted us up until this point? How would you compare
seamless.
To what other...
Seamless. I'd say it was seamless. I mean, really, you took control of everything. You took control of, from the time I accepted the offer that you'd put forward from the investors or other owner occupiers. It was, I didn't have too much to do because you had the solicitors in place. That was all included within your fees. I knew what I was going to get, which I don't need to clear down my mortgages, which as far as I was concerned, that was my main concern at the time. If it was nice if I could make a little bit of money out of it as well, yes, that was great. But my main concern was to sort of just dispose of the portfolio and be able to walk away from it. And that's what you allowed me to do.
Awesome.
And that took away a lot of the stress.
Well, I'm glad that it's kind of worked out for you, Farouk, and I know you've still got some further properties and challenges and opportunities. But if you could say there's a few investors, landlords watching this now, and they're thinking about selling because of COVID or the Section 24 tax, or they want an easy life in retirement, whatever it is. Yeah. What maybe would you be able to say to them to, in terms of them thinking of picking up the phone to us?
Call you, because you actually do what you said you would do, and that was to find the buyers and and manage to sell my properties for me, which I was struggling to do. And it was nice to be, and more importantly, you did it in, you managed to get rid of all of them in one hit, so to speak. Like in a short space of time, you sold like 5-6 properties, and that no one else had been able to do that. Nobody. So I was absolutely thrilled.